323 hours and a whole lot of suffering. Hello everyone, the Overplayer back, and today I'm going to be talking a bit about my experience becoming a Grandmaster at Modern Warfare. I know the main question people are going to be asking me is why? Why would you ever put this much time and effort into something and this much suffering for just a simple calling card and a sticker? Well, it's because I started this challenge actually when the thing came out. As soon as I got, a couple months after I got Damascus, I was kind of just bored on the game, and then these weapon mastery challenges came out. I had no clue what it entailed, so when I started on it, I kind of just went for it. It was just me, the entire summer at my hands, and I just went for it. Over the course of the summer, I did all of the emblem challenges. I did a lot of all of the ARs and SMGs at the time, and I just kept on pushing. I got to about September, and that's when they upped the limit to get the calling card from 284 to 306. That is where I stopped, and I very much regret stopping, but I literally took a 1 month break. I didn't come back to the game. I was too fed up with that. I was putting in 3 to 4 hours of grinding a day, and to just know that I wasn't anywhere as close as I thought kind of ruined it. But I'm not one to ever back down. I might have taken a long hiatus, but 1 month before the new Season 4 came out, the Cold War Season 4, I decided that it was far too long since I had gone for the challenge. I was far too close at this point, and it wasn't going to be that difficult, especially with the Psychop at my hands. So, for 1 month, I put my nose to the grindstone once again and continued forth. I was grinding day after day in the shoot the ship lobbies. Unfortunately, unlike before, where I had shipment 24/7, I only had shoot the ship now, which meant that I could not do shipment I'd have to back out of lobbies is what that meant, and that means a lot more wasted time. So 4 hours of gameplay a day meant usually 6 to 8 hours of sitting in the lobby waiting for a shipment game to pop up. I was doing weapons that I really wasn't a fan of, especially trying to go for stuff like melee kills with the dual Kodachis. God, that sucked. There was so many times where I just had to use like mediocre shotguns just to get kills. I wasn't even doing headshot challenges at this point. It was just get the kills, grind it out, be done with it. Some of you might have seen by the end, I was doing about 10 to 12 hours a day. And at the very last stream, which is a bit of what you'll see a bit of it here along with some Warzone gameplay, just as some intermission. You'll notice also that in the gameplay, I'm using the R90. This is because that is the final gun that I did. Fun fact, I had not unlocked the fire rounds until I started using it then. I had never gone for them, I never used them, and I didn't have them unlocked until then. So that was the final thing that I did, and after using a bunch of toxic weapons like the 725 and the R90, which, believe me, after having to suffer through so much else and getting hit by that every single time I wanted to kill someone with the collie sticks, it was pretty nice using it. Some might ask, how was the experience? What was it like going back to Modern Warfare after you were doing Cold War for so long? Because for those of you who don't know, I did Cold War as soon as it came out and never really stopped doing it. Up until lately when I started on the Grandmaster grind. It was an experience. I honestly really enjoyed the Modern Warfare engine. I really wish I could just play Modern Warfare instead of doing Cold War, and that they were still releasing updates for it, because I know there's 2 more guns that are still in the game files that I'd really like to see. And I'd honestly like to use more Modern Warfare guns in Warzone. I honestly enjoy the feel of them, the usage of them. It was really nice having that gameplay, and when I've had to go back to Cold War now, I just remember how much I dislike it. Hopefully Vanguard is better, or at the very least not as bad as Cold War, but we'll see. In terms of what's next from here on out, you will continue to see Warzone content, and that's where I'm going to put my focus. Now that I don't have anything to do, I'll probably put my main focus towards getting better at Warzone. Or if not that, then I'm going to be getting Obsidian for a lot of stuff and maybe finishing out the last of the calling cards. For reference, there are only 60 left, and I have progressed towards a lot of stuff. I just don't know if I really want to put myself through it again, but I might do it passively. Obsidian is what I'm more concerned with, but we'll see how it goes. In terms of stats, here's roughly what it looks like. I have 807 hours and 42 minutes played total. More than half of this was dedicated towards doing the calling card. My KD ratio is a 1.03. This is mainly due to the fact that I did a lot of stuff in hardcore and was using really, like, my setups were not ideal. When I went for headshots, I was often using like Cronin optics and Merc foregrips and stuff like that. You'll see that my kills, I'm in the top 0.01%. I'm in the top 4,000 for kills. I'm in the top 4,000 for assists. And I'm in the top 7,000 for overall score. Everything you'll see here, like wins, losses, stuff like that, is in the top, over the top 0.5%. Here's some other stats. My top weapon was the MP5. And you'll notice what's kind of odd is that I have the AS Val and the Scar and the Kilo as some of my other top guns. This is because of the fact that when you're going for the headshots, it takes a lot of kills. You often have to, even after you do the Damascus challenge, which is 2,500 kills, I'm often still having to go through these. My headshot accuracy is 20.5, which isn't bad. It was 22 at one point, but after I started just going for kills, it obviously went down. Hope you all enjoyed this video, and from whatever you want to see me do next, just let me know down below. We'll see what happens and what I grind to next. Alright, see you.